Welcome back to Grab Her by the Mic, the podcast for women who are slightly feral, wildly opinionated, and completely done trying to fit the script. This week, we've got Gen Alpha side hustles, questionable parenting moments, and a casual, friendly discussion about how to dispose of a body.
That was a private conversation.
Was it?
I didn't know we were going there, but
Nothing's ever private with me.
yes, okay.
Plus, changing our lives and deep diving into why our kids are already more emotionally aware, but somehow also feral. Let's get into it. Let's get into recap and rosé. Yay.
It's recap and rosé, the part where they relive their week like it was national news.
Favorite part.
We've poured a glass of wine. This week, what are we drinking?
So this is actually one that had won lots of awards. This is not one of my female founded. 70 Millions is the award, and it was one of the selections. It was a French selection program that this went through, and it had got a score on average of 91 out of 100.
And it's from France.
It's from France. From the Loire Valley. Something interesting I liked in here. It says it's a beautifully subtle honeysuckle pink colour. La-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da-da.
Delicious on its own. Yes. Or with the summer salad.
Again with the summer salad.
I'm taking it on its own.
I mean, honestly, why waste the calories of leaf? No one wants a leaf.
I just want my fermented grapes or Asian cuisine.
Okay, France, calm down.
I'm going to do delicious on its own.
Yeah, well, cheers.
Because I thought it was interesting, one award. So it's tart.
It is tart, but that's also how I am.
Tarty.
Little tarty fart.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Okay, so let's get into recap and rosé.
Let's do the spill about the week then.
Spill about the week. My week
Yeah.
has been comparatively calm.
Cool.
Then last week, as you know, which I won't get into, made some bigger life decisions, which at first was scary, still is a little bit scary. Comes a little bit of instability and a bit of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
But I love to plan something from the ground up.
Yep.
So that's the stage I'm sort of in, is wrapping up one stage of my life and moving into the next. Definitely feeling a lot more positive and a bit more of a better headspace.
Do you know what I think you needed to go through last week
Mm-hmm.
to get that mongrel in your belly?
Ooh.
To kind of go again this week and go, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think you actually have to feel that flatness or that whatever that feeling you want to call it last week to go, nah, watch this space.
Nah. Yeah, so it was kind of nice today just have a bunch of things on my to-do list that I normally would just move from one day to the next, one day to the next, and just gone, actually, I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, of course.
That's off my to-do list forever, and I didn't even do it.
Perfect.
Today, I also went to Noah's viola concert at school, which was a whole lot of plucking.
Oh, gosh.
And then one kid with a bow.
That poor kid. Picked to be the one with the bow?
They haven't been trusted with a bow yet. They're all just plucking. They're all plucking.
So you may as well have given them a ukulele.
Well, but the funny thing is that I found myself there
Clapping along?
but just so excited for all the other kids that I really don't know, and then filming all the kids I do know like a weirdo.
Like paparazzi?
Yeah.
Cute.
Very
I love those
cute.
things.
Mabel's still feral. I don't know if I mentioned this last week on the podcast, but I definitely have mentioned it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed that she even in her sleep is an asshole.
Yeah.
So she often has calls out or screams in her sleep, or it's quite common for a 4-year-old, some sort of night terror type thing. And so I went in there last week and she's in her room, not on her bed, but just like screaming in the crack of the door like a gremlin. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong? I just couldn't come out because it was dark. I'm like, okay. But she was went straight back into eyes closed, and she's kind of settling down. I'm lying there in her tiny bed, and she goes, you've got to help me build that tower, Mum. And I went, oh, yeah. Well, I said, oh, so sweet. She's talking in her sleep. I was like giving her a back tickle because all my kids for some reason just only want to sleep nude like their father.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I go, well, Bubba, we'll talk about it in the morning. And then she's asleep, eyes closed, and she goes, I don't care. I'm not listening. I wish I had a different mum.
Abrupt. Oh, I love her.
But she stayed asleep throughout the whole thing. I said, oh, so you're also an asshole in your sleep. That's great.
I'm
great to know that your personality is consistent and it's not just a phase.
It's a 24-hour clock and you are that. Aww.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I can't escape the abuse. The other thing that I found interesting about our week is we went for an early morning walk this past weekend, which I was sore for about 3 days. I don't know, like just my ankles were sore.
I had sore Achilles tendons.
Yeah, I've never had a sore, like a worked out ankle feeling.
Yeah, I think it's because it was so steep.
It was steep. So we went up to the top of a mountain.
Yep.
Really walked up to the top of a mountain to a lookout. And instantly, both you and I were like, yeah, that's a good place to dump a body.
Yeah.
Or like, if there was a dead body here, what would we do? Honestly, let's not ruin our day. Let's kick it off the cliff.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, which then
It
resulted...
wasn't like, wow, look at the view. It was like, wow, if we had a dead body, this is where it'd be
great
going.
place to dump. But then we went into the logistics of, well, actually, what about the DNA? How did we get the body up here? Well, I'd wrap them in a tarp, but then what do you do with the tarp? And then your mum called.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she went into some wild theory about renting a plane over Puget Sound. And that's
Milford Sound in
whatever,
New Zealand.
Milford Sound. And that's apparently the best way to get rid of a body. But I'm like, that sounds financially irresponsible.
No, she was thinking to do the murder. So take them with you.
I'm like, I'm past the murder.
She went deep. She went, no, the whole thing is preempted. I'm going to take them to middle of nowhere, Milford Sounds, fly them on a plane and murder them there. And
Mid-flight.
Well, that's what I said. I said, you want to do it mid-flight because then you've got the problem of trying to get them off the aircraft.
Well, I think her thing was push them off the aircraft.
You won't get away with that, Lee. You might think you will. You will not.
But I'm just like, where am I getting the money to rent a plane or buy a plane?
Yeah, she wasn't thinking financial.
And also get into New Zealand first of all. Like right now, I'm like $10 wouldn't go astray. You know what I mean?
Times are tough. Also, the plane might not be taking off because there's no fuel. But
well, yeah, I'm feeling quite lucky to have an electric vehicle at this time.
Yeah, everyone's What should have happened is that wholesome walk should have ended in a wholesome best friend moment where we're looking over this beautiful view and appreciate each other. Yet I was like, I think we could put a dead body off the end of this.
What about the last time we did that walk? Did that end in a wholesome best friend moment?
No, that didn't.
It ended in throbbing dick.
It was, you actually went out there saying that awful phrase second time. Anyway, that's an inside joke. Your dad won't be happy. He doesn't like those.
That's most of my week.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm in a better space. I think I'm a little bit...
Can I bring back my word? Mm-hmm. Discombobulated.
Love it. Anyway,
Not
yeah,
right.
I almost feel a little bit shocked at the serenity that I'm feeling right now based on my current situation from like the difference from last week to this week.
Yeah.
How I'm feeling about it all. Like not proud or anything, just a little taken aback.
Yeah.
But yeah, good week all in all, I'd say.
Great. I'm so happy.
Thank you. You seem it.
No, I am. I worried about you. My week. Oh, good. Came off a beautiful weekend. We went out on the boat on Sunday.
Yep.
Driving down, I think it's Macquarie Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And the most almighty cyclonic rain hit. And I was thinking,
oh, I remember.
Patrick's going to make me go out in this rain and I'm going to have to be a good sport all day in the boat. And the kids are going to be wild, but I've got to keep them happy because this is what he's love. And it was like, I can't even tell you, we were saturated getting on the boat. It was raining.
When you were getting on the boat?
Still got on the boat.
I would have pulled the pin.
We're driving off the boat and I'm like, no, Maggie says, Mum, do you think the boat's just a little bit low in the water? And I look back and we're about that far from the back going under. Because what had happened was driving down the hill, all this rain pulled in the front of the boat. And what happens is it pulls it to the back of the boat and it's supposed to drain out. But because we hadn't driven uphill, it had sat in the bottom. So we were like slowly sinking.
But you couldn't see the water? It's not like it was in the body of the boat. It sits underneath.
Yeah.
In like a double layer thing.
Yeah, so then it's not the bungers. The bungers are something else. But
I'm sorry, the bungers?
Yeah, it's a boat term. I'm not quite sure I got that right either. But you pull that out. Anyway, all this water started coming out and the boat was like, came to the surface.
Thank goodness that Maggie was trying. She was the one not masking her discomfort in the rain.
I was kind of like, yeah, I agree with you. And I just questioned Pat. I'm like, is that normal? And he's like, no, let's go back.
What would happen if you didn't question it and you just kept going? Would you have sunk?
Nah.
Or just have been like, maybe getting a little bit more wet than ideal.
We would have been a little bit wetter. We were pretty saturated.
It's hard to know, yeah, with so much rain.
I bought bread and it was soaked through.
That's the best lunch. Everyone wants a soggy sandwich.
The bananas, everything was kind of squished, moist, and there was that smell.
The banana and Noah's school bag just then.
Yeah, there's a smell of damp.
Love that.
And then the sun came out and it was the most
glorious
day and we had the nicest time. And then today I also went to Maggie's cross country.
Oh.
Aww. Maggie ran in her race and she got first prize.
Oh, I love her. Well,
I
she is a
know.
little sporty spice at the moment.
She is sporty, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does love her sport. Very, very proud moment. I did stand on the sideline and try not to be that mum.
What mum?
White line fever.
What is white line?
Like, just
fever?
hurry up. You can do better. I wanted to be like, there's a mum
But
around.
did you care about that though?
I did. I wanted to be.
Why? No, but like in your innate ability, would you be like, go faster? Like I wouldn't. I'd be like, you're just doing your best, mate.
Well, this is the competitiveness in Maggie and I. So Maggie is running and she's about to get overtaken. And I was like, don't say it. Don't say it.
Stick your leg out. Get that bitch down.
Don't say it. Run faster. You're going to get overtaken. Hurry up. You know you want this. Keep running. And she's like, I've got this, Mum. And she just kept going. And it was the cutest
so
thing.
cute.
This morning she woke up and she said to me, Mum, what do athletes eat for breakfast? And I was like, it's my girl. It's my girl.
It's like
Not that I'm an athlete, but
it's like your son being obsessed with my husband's gym videos that he's come out with.
Yeah. Hamish was also there at the cake store. Spent about $15 on cakes because Hamish is starving all morning. And
Yeah, they always say when there's cake involved.
Paddy nearly slipped down the hill because it was
Not
wet.
on the knees.
And he slipped down the boat ramp. I have to tell him.
So what's going on with him? We need to check his equilibrium.
Well, I also have to tell you this. So I charged a crystal. And then I had this dream that something really bad happened to his brother. And then the next day, his brother was crossing the road and tore his calf muscle. I charged the crystal.
we need to call Danny. I told you, I don't think you're doing it correctly. I think you're charging it to the wrong heaven or something.
Anyway.
It's not the skies that are opening up for you. It's the fire and brimstone beneath.
Yeah, I know. It was so funny. And I was telling him about the dream and he's like, did you charge a crystal? And I was like, maybe, but it was a good crystal. Anyway, and I'm really looking forward to school holidays. So that's coming up, spending some time with the kids and going away.
Yeah, well, it looks like I will be spending a lot of time with my kids for school holidays because there's no point in putting them in holiday care if I don't have a job.
And there she is. You're going to be spending a lot of time together, but you'll save a lot of money and you can do nice things with them. It's my favourite time with my kids and I'm not lying.
Anyway, great.
Perfect. Side quest. No. Hyperfix.
Honestly, how many episodes have we done?
Hyperfix. I got a bit dyslexic then. I saw the word hyperfix but said die quest.
Okay. Should we get into the hyperfix?
Go for it.
Believe me, I know obsession, I invented it, but these two next level, it's the hyperfix.
It's time for the hyperfix, where we each bring an obsession that we definitely should have moved on from by now. You go first. I went first last week.
Okay. So my hyperfix this week is side hustles. A couple of reasons. There's this ever looming scariness of no petrol, times are tough, cost of living, insecurities, what's going to happen, the unknown feels like it's really common in our day and age, and especially I think as parents to children that we've got. We're at that really vulnerable age where they're little. And so
sponges. Yeah,
and it's a big shaping time of who they are and their personalities and modelling behaviour to them. So I've always been into side hustles, not that I really call them that, but they were just ways to make a bit more money.
Yeah.
And when we run budgets in our house, it's kind of like, well, we could always make more. We always need more.
It's just the story of life.
Yeah. And so in the last couple of years, I've taken it upon myself to set myself up with a bit of a personal goal to kind of make at least $500 a month.
A month? That's a lot.
Yeah. And I mean, I haven't always achieved it, but $500 a month in side hustle or another type of income. And when I was telling a girlfriend that work with about this, I was like, I just really need something else. Like sometimes we're really lucky we don't have to just have that one job these days. Like back in the day, you were what you were. But now we have the ability to stream these different types of passive incomes. They can be something that you might work at an office or David at night time. You go and do
OnlyFans.
Or you're a security guard. So
completely same.
But then when I met you, I heard you talking side hustle too, because you look at having passive income or some sort of income other than your salary from your role And then I think it's more and more talked about, and I'm wondering why we feel the need, not so much financially, but is it creating a sense of stability or some sort of control?
I think it's control.
So we're picking this something that we have control of it.
That we have control over,
Yeah.
especially if we're in a situation where we're working for somebody else,
Yep.
which is the majority of people.
Yeah.
And I do find it's millennial coded.
I think so
Like,
too.
and
Yeah.
it stems from that girl boss energy, that, you know, the Nasty Gal book, Girl
Yep.
Boss, like that sort of hustle energy.
Yeah. The reason I do it is to just top things up, or just to have a bit of cash, or to keep going and buying more things to make more money. And I do mine very, not simply is not the right word, but I find something, I sell it.
Yeah.
Mine's not technical. Mine's not online. Mine's not off my phone.
Well, it's more tactile.
It's tactile. And I can only run off Depop, Etsy, eBay if I can be bothered, and Marketplace if I can be bothered.
Yeah.
So I have very limited platforms because the product that I'm using to create my side hustle is limited to those platforms.
Are you going to share what you do?
So what I do, I'm a mad thrifter. So anything from clothing, bedding, antiques, homewares, crystal glass, jewelry, anything, you name it. I can see it. I've got a bit of an eye for it. It's not necessarily stuff that I would love, but I know that it has a resale value.
Okay.
So often, for example, recently I went to the local Vinnies and I bought a $6 Bottega bag.
A Bottega bag?
Bottega bag for $6.
At the Vinnies down the road here?
Yeah. Now, with one of the apps that I use, you can have it authenticated. So there's like, you take photos of certain areas, there's certain things that will show up that say it's genuine or it's a fake. Had that authenticated. So I bought it for $6 and I sold it for $548.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
But I go down to the Vinnies and I'm like, oh, bag of half-used yarn. You're like, here's a Bottega bag. Like, I never see anything like that in the Vinnies.
Because
do you go on a particular day where you know they've just restocked?
No, not a particular time.
Do you think you just like designer just gravitates towards you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because I'm not drawn to that sort of stuff. Not big on.
You're not looking, yeah.
I'm not a bag girl.
I'm a bag whore.
I'm a shoe person, but bags, no, I'm not even interested in. But anyway, but things like that. And so the other thing is that I found a beautiful piece, like a fob chain that was at Salvation Army. I bought it for $30 and I sold it for $280. So what I do,
making more money than any of my side hustles ever have.
but whilst this is how I get away with, how I think I get away with it, is I mask my side hustle with my shopping addiction.
Yeah, so that's one thing you brought out of 17.
Yeah, and I mean, I've found...
But you
and
resell it and probably cover the rest of your purchase for that day.
100%.
Yeah.
So I've found designers, I've found heaps of Camilla.
I think it's the area as well.
Yeah. Jack and Jack. What else have I had? Henny, Camilla caftans. Just lots and lots of designer and things like shoes, bags, clothing, dresses during formal season. So I buy dresses throughout the year that are, Beck and Bridge. And then when it comes to formal season, that's when I pop them all up. Now, the problem I also have with this is I have to store them.
Yeah, and I've seen your closet.
Yeah. And I also wear some of the stuff whilst I have it.
That's fine though. Like
online.
People are expecting it to be secondhand.
Yeah. So Scanlon and Theodore pair of shoes that I bought at the Salvation Army, I paid $2 for and I sold them for $190.
What was the condition that they were in?
I'll show you. The picture's great. They're in great condition.
So are the people at the Salvation Army shops, they're just like stupid? That they're selling these things for $2?
But they're not in a position. Salvation Army, I think their pricing works differently. They're on a different structure, where Vinnie's definitely has a bit more of a idea of what's valuable and what's not. But then sometimes, like, I've gone in and bought an unbig jumper for $4 from. So it just depends who's marking it. Like, someone could look at it and go, I know that label. And then you could go and find a seed one that's got a stain on it. It's marked at 32 and you're like, I can't understand.
I know seed.
Yeah, there's no consistency.
I know what I'm going to be doing during my time of unemployment.
Yeah, so the problem is that it comes with shopping. And I love it because my whole home is filled with antique stuff. I'm quite drawn to that.
But it doesn't look like you live in a grandmother's house.
No.
Like it actually looks well put together.
Sometimes I said to my mum, I was like, be honest with me if it ever feels like a museum, because I don't want it to. But so why I do it might be different to why you, but what my hyperfix is this week is kind of thinking, okay, if this is working for me, what else could I do? Why do I have to just stick to that type of...
Yeah, you should put some effort into building this.
Yeah. So my next one.
But
see, that I can do that like the back of my hand. Like
I
it
know,
comes
but
so naturally to me.
This will come naturally eventually to you. I think that community building is coming very naturally to you the more that you do it.
Yeah. But what I was going to say to you is non-sexual side hustles, no dirty undies, no foot fetish kind of things.
That's not fun.
But if you were to be really successful in a side hustle, what would you pick it to be? Like what would be the theme? Would it be cosmetics?
Not dirty.
Not dirty.
I have to think about that. Hold on.
Something that you've had passion in. Like think crocheting. But think about your Neurospice Nation. Like where did you want that to go?
I wanted that to go. I don't know where I saw that going.
Yeah.
I saw that going as like a resource hub community.
Yeah.
And potentially looking at selling productivity products.
Okay.
I look a lot at what I see on TikTok, which is the passive income through digital downloads.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how viable that is. I've not had a go, but I mean, it must work. Like we bought that spell from that witch. That's a digital download, you know, where it kind of like once you make it once and then you just sell it forever. So I've been looking at putting together something like that in the HR world and focusing on small business owners who are really at the precipice, really on the edge of needing HR, but not needing an HR person.
Full-time HR, yeah.
Yeah, so of going, okay, here's like a HR starter pack. You know, here's 5 policies you should have. Here's a contract template. Here's a performance management template. Here are some scripts. Like, there's your package, downloadable. Looking at potentially setting up that in line with my consultancy, bringing that up online again.
Yeah. You're quite creative, though. I think you've got something in you more creative and designer. Oh, what am I trying to say? I can't even speak English. But you have an eye for things in a digital sense. Branding.
Like, I look at ClearSpace and group like design elements of like grouping certain elements together, you know, through, and that's just because I've done that my whole career in line with HR. I've done all like merchandise, branding, websites, all that. Like I could sell packages of websites, like I could do that pretty easily. I just don't I think because I've done so many different things, put my finger on so many different pies, the HR side of things seems like the most right way to go forward because I have a master's degree in HR.
It feels like you got your finger on the pulse
like
with that one a bit
like
more.
I've got a little bit more oomph behind me.
Got you.
Potentially.
And confidence maybe.
Well, not even that. I'm definitely confident on all the social media marketing and stuff like that, but I'm not qualified.
That's what you're saying. So you've got that to back you. Yeah, it's interesting because what I do in my day-to-day work life versus the thrifting and the
podcast even very different.
It's really interesting that all of those are filling up different cups, but I have a sense of control over all of those. Like this I can control, my thrifting I can control, work I can't really, and this world I can't really. So I think having those things that I've got at bay keep me settled.
When I found with the side hustle thing, because I've done I've done a candle business, I've had a vegan society, I've had the HR consultancy. I definitely have many, many brand names registered to my ABN that were ideas that I've never really did anything with. But they're all very varied.
Yeah.
Really. And none of them, I mean, have really made a mozza and money consistently. So I feel like for me it was a creative outlet so different to what my job was.
Yeah.
I think it's a control thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially for me because I'm not successfully making any money from my side hustles.
Yeah.
Although maybe I'm but maybe I'm using that as an excuse like, well, I want to make money, but really I spend so much time designing things down to the most minute detail versus actually getting shit out there.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Well, what would your side hustle be?
My side hustle, I'm looking, I think like digital downloads potentially if I'm not selling my underwear.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about your hyperfix?
Okay, so this week I want to talk about something that my mum sent me from a random Instagram account that I'm pretty sure is fueled completely by conspiracy theories.
I love this already, yeah.
Really. But it was really interesting and I ended up looking it up and it was grounded in actual fact. So it's taken up permanent residency in my head for the week. The post basically said that it went through Gen Alpha kids, right?
Mhm.
And it said they're not badly behaved, they're just really overstimulated.
What did Gen Alpha give me?
So
break that down for
To
me.
clarify, Gen Alpha are kids born between 2015 and 2022.
Oh, so our kids.
Our kids.
Great.
Yeah. The idea is basically this. These kids are growing up like no kids ever have before. They're growing up with constant input, constant stimulation, and no before times. Like for us, there was before the internet,
Mm-hmm.
after the internet. They've just got all of that at their feet straight away. And then we're completely shocked when they absolutely unravel over the wrong coloured bowl being given to them at dinner time. And they're not broken, but they're just running on a level of stimulation that most adults' nervous systems just could not handle because of this constant stimulation always coming out there. You know, at school, and then after school, they might watch some TV, and then they might do some homework, and they might read a book. When are they ever bored? They're always doing something.
Yeah.
I've been saying it a lot lately. With James, they're going, our kids go to school, then on Friday they go to CrossFit, then they go to rugby, and then they get up early the next morning, go to the gym, and then they go to dance, and then they go to swimming.
It's too much.
No wonder Mabel's melting down because she couldn't have a Cheeto.
Mm.
Oh, no, she's so well behaved. I'm like, well, she's just so ratchet.
Yeah.
So apparently the issue isn't the stimulation in itself, but it's that they can never come down. They never get to come down from that stimulation. It's just constant. And some things about Gen Alpha, I just found them quite interesting and very true. So Gen Alpha in a nutshell, so they have emotional intelligence, but there's a plot twist. They can name all the feelings that they're experiencing, like I feel overwhelmed or my body feels like this, which is amazing and it's stunning, but they've got the vocabulary, but they don't have the ability to regulate that emotion yet.
Okay.
So they can name it, but they can't actually regulate themselves yet because they don't have the emotional maturity to do it.
And do you think that stems from not being able to, or being given opportunity or downtime to regulate?
I think it's because their executive functioning is still growing at this age, but they've got so much information, so much constant input, so they have this amazing vocabulary about how to name how they're feeling, but then actually not know how to process that feeling and deal with it emotionally because they're just not old enough to. Especially when you've got an ADHD kid who I think on average are 4 years behind their peers or 2 years behind their peers in emotional regulation. Noah, for example, would handle a tantrum the same way as Mabel does, and that's because of his ADHD. That's because his executive functioning center of his brain is 2 years younger than the other kids his age. Another thing I've noticed, and I'm looking at Noah mostly, and even I think Maggie as well, but like their slang is out of control.
What's slang?
Gen Alpha slang. Like slang words.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah.
how often have you, I mean, I hear it a lot. I'm not sure about you. Noah calls bro.
Yeah, he's called me bro.
It makes me want to smack him. Like, who are you calling bro? I birthed you.
Yeah, Maggie doesn't know bro, but that's because she's a girl. Maggie will talk to me like, she's like, you got this, girlfriend.
I love that. I've noticed that I speak to little kids like that, but I wouldn't speak to other friends like that. I went to preschool, dropped Mabel at preschool this morning, and like there was just like a gaggle of her friends like, oh, Mabel, what you got there? Because she took this unicorn toy and they were like hanging around and like da-da-da. And I said, hey, girls. One girl's like, oh, I forgot my hat. I'm like, go, girl, you need to go get your hat.
Oh my God, you remind me of that mum in Mean Girls.
That's totally
the dog that's like, you girls have some, what is she, I don't know what she says.
But I don't know what it is. Like, it's almost like I get insecure around this group of 4-year-old girls.
You panic.
I'm like, oh, girl, go get that hat, you silly goose.
Yeah, it's like a social.
This girl's like, I don't know you.
Yeah, and who are you calling a silly goose?
I know, like, fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
So, like, and then you look at, like, our childhood versus theirs. We were taught out to go out and touch grass, but they're sitting on YouTube watching someone touch grass in 4K with Spanish subtitles.
Not
and
my
then
kids.
they can, I know, not my kids as well, but other kids I've seen in this
Totally.
generation, they can then name 12 varieties of grass confidently and most likely in Spanish.
Yeah.
Like the shit that they retain in their
Yeah.
memory, the stuff that Noah comes up with, like he just knows these things.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with ancient Rome at the moment.
Love it.
And ancient Greece because they're learning about the history. And so I put on 1997 Hercules for him the other day and he lost his mind. He loved it. He's like, I have to tell my teacher about this. He's going to be so excited that I watched this movie.
Yeah. Kids are gorgeous. We have to let kids be kids.
We do.
I'm very
this is
conscious of that though.
Well, my kids don't go on an iPad other than for movies on long road trips or homework, which is Noah. And I smack them down whenever they do like take photos of themselves with the iPad. I'm like, you're not allowed to take photos until you know how to take photos responsibly. Because there's always I look on my phone and there's a photo of my back and I look 7 times bigger than I am.
Bent over. The washing machine, like in your
Just like iron, like a gremlin.
It's very much something I can understand why it's important to raise these kids. I'm very, very, very mindful of this sort of stuff. My kids aren't huge TV kids.
Yeah. So mine are good, like they're big on TV, but I'm very finicky with devices and iPads and phones and things. But I
Yeah.
will let them, I find like them watching a movie is wind down when actually it's probably stimulation.
Yeah. The problem with technology is that it is fully stimulating, regardless of, and it can be whether it's on a small screen, big screen. Like Pat doesn't like the idea of small screens at all in the house. So we don't have any iPads. Kids don't have phones. We've got a Google or an Alexa. But my kids love being outside. So I'm lucky in that way. But I am very mindful that the other week we just had a home day and they just sat and we watched old movies together. I want them to have that too in their childhood. I don't want them to just feel like they have to be outside all the time.
Yeah, but it's novelty for them.
So this week, Patty installed in their rooms, we've got this big, beautiful, big bit of fabric and it U-bolts to the roof and it's like a big sort of hammock, I guess you could say. And they have quiet time in there. And they just go and
Like a cocoon.
It's like a cocoon. So what that does is the swinging actually relaxes their nervous system.
Yeah.
And Maggie fell asleep in there. Hamish will sit in there, and even him, who's 100 mile an hour, will sit in there with his toys. But it's the actual suspension that is doing the good for his body.
It's like being in the womb.
Yeah.
Bit of weightlessness. When I was going through this, I did think, definitely not your kids, not my kids so much, but a lot of other kids I've seen.
Oh,
I see
100%.
this with.
And when you go for play dates, even at school, you can see the kids that really thrive at running around at lunchtime, and there's kids that want to read books. Like, they're all different, and different families have different circumstances. Like, if there's no parents home and kids are safe at home and watching TV, then that's okay too. It's not a judgment thing. But there can't always be, because they might have to work.
But like Noah, he won't go out and run around the playground, but he will play with Lego at lunch.
Yeah.
Like he likes to work out how things work.
Yeah. Got that engineering brain.
He does. So it was an Instagram post, and I'll put a link in the show notes to the post. The problem is that they have no off switch. Like the stimulation is constant. The usual routine might be they get up. My kid, I incentivize them to get ready by going, well, if you get ready and if there's time before we have to leave and you're fully ready to go to school, you can watch a little bit more of that movie. So they get the ready, they're up, they're ready. Noah likes to listen to a podcast when he wakes up, so he's got that stimulation, a little bit of telly. Then they're off to school, and school is like packed, so many different things. And then there's after school activities, and then they're home, dinner, homework, bed. There's no real
Downtime.
Quiet
boredom.
Yeah.
Don't you remember as a kid being bored?
Or just like on a car trip and just looking out the window.
Yeah.
Or watching rain.
Yeah.
And then pretending you're in a music video.
Yeah. Like, I just remember being bored. And then I remember I'd say to my mum, I'm bored. And she'd go, I'll give you something to do. And I'd be like,
rub my feet.
She's going to make me clean the windows. No.
So this explains why everything seems harder for them.
Yeah.
Waiting feels harder. Repetition feels boring. Boredom feels illegal. And so we go to them like, just sit still. And they're like, no. Like they'd rather die, or they'd rather jump out of a plane or eat dirt.
Yeah.
Just getting Noah to sit still. And he always ramps up with excitement when it's like, no, mate, it's time to wind down. And then once he gets that ramped up, you just cannot, like, nothing will go in his head. I'm like, just get in the shower. And he's rolling around with his little testicles in the air, just naked. I'm like, just get in the shower. Why are you on the dog bed now? Get off my bed. Get in the shower.
Yeah.
Get in the shower. Get in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't control them. The other thing I've noticed with a lot of Gen Alpha, and this ties in with your hyperfix, is they get their side hustle energy at age 7.
Yeah, they do.
The entrepreneurial spirit. Noah has decided that he's an entrepreneur. He's packaged up all of his unwanted Pokemon cards, like the shit that no one wants, like the energy cards or the trainer cards, into little individual plastic pouches that I have that seal. They're like a proper product pouch. And he's lined them up to sell for like a $12 variety pack. And I said to him, you can't sell them if no one wants them. Supply and demand, mate. Demand and supply, or whatever it is. If no one wants to buy that, you can't sell it.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants your shitty pack of energy cards. Like, what are you doing? He just ignores me and insists that he's going to sell it at the birthday party this weekend.
Nice.
So watch this space. We'll see if he was right.
Yeah.
He did come home last week with a crisp $10 bill.
Really?
That he had sold 3 of his Bakugans to a friend.
Wow.
Came home with a $10 bill, which I immediately made him return because the Bakugans are collectible items and worth way more. And 2, got really jealous that there was a 7-year-old that had more disposable income than me.
Yeah.
I texted the mum to be like, why does your kid have more money than me?
Yeah. And thanks for the crisp $10 note.
I know. I went back to school today and I was like, I can just pocket that.
Did she give back the guns?
Bakugans.
But did she give them back to you?
They will. They'll come back. I know it's someone that we know, so I'm not too worried about. I know they'll come back.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Cute.
So, yeah, pretty much what the post said is that the kids themselves aren't too much, just the environment that they're growing up in is way too much, and that's including us. I mean, I think you and I are you definitely are kind of on the mark with how to parent these types of kids. I wouldn't be, really, until after I got medicated.
That'll come. It all comes with navigating it. But you in yourself have to do those things too. When are we bored?
That's exactly right. When I
Like,
read
when do
this
we
and I'm
show
like,
them how to regulate? When do we sit still and stare outside the window?
yeah, it said like what you need to do is you need to reset it. It makes so much sense. I think you do this naturally. I even try to do this naturally with my kids going like if they watch a movie, it's like, okay, now we're going to go outside and we're going to do bikes, we're going to do park, we're going to do trampoline, we're going to run around with the dog. So they need a reset, not more stimulation. So they need like movement, food, water, human interaction, and not just another screen or another learning session where they're taking on more information than their little brains can hold, which is obvious, but also it was somewhat uncomfortable in a realization for me that I myself don't do any reset.
Right. So why would your kids do it? Like,
So then
not
how can I expect to parent my kids in the way that I should be parenting myself?
It's too hard because we're too busy.
Yeah.
And that's the lesson in this whole thing is like, how do we slow down? I've slowed my life so down that the other day I was in bed at 7:30 and everyone was asleep and Pat was out fishing. It was the most blissful, magical feeling when I looked outside and I thought,
Oh, it's light outside.
Light
and
outside.
Someone's mowing their lawn and waving at me.
I am in bed like a glazed donut with all my skincare
I'm sure
on.
you were.
Had my book and I was like, this is it. Like, this is living, you know.
It is.
It's taken me a long time,
Yeah,
but I have a much earlier afternoon.
you do.
So once my kids get home, they come in the door, unpack the bags. We do outside play while I do dinner. Dinner I prep on mostly on a Sunday. It's just chopping up and reheating or cooking or making a salad to go with it. And we do dinner, then they do bath, and then they do books, and then we just do quiet time, whether it's colouring in puzzles.
I love that shit. I love colouring in.
Yeah.
I was like,
what
Mabel,
was
do you
Maggie
want to
and I
colour
doing
in?
the other night? And I was like, oh my God, Hannah would froth off this. Loom bands. We've been doing loom bands.
We have so many loom bands, and I've bought them with me in mind. I've bought adult loom bands with like proper bracelet making, like metal.
So Maggie's trying to make the world's longest loom band. So it's ongoing. But the problem is that there's just loom bands everywhere. But anyway, I'm
And then the dog eats them,
But
and the
it's a-
dog's shitting loom bands.
yeah, but it doesn't come naturally, that whole thing. I very much have to make sure I keep to that. I mean, there are times where I'm like, TV has to go on, like I'm at my wit's end. Friday,
but
Saturday
that's
night,
okay.
it's a free-for-all.
Yeah, Friday night's our movie night. But then again, Friday night's also CrossFit kids and then rugby and then
Yeah.
maybe half a movie at this point in time because rugby goes late and they have sausage sizzle and they run around and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to cap the kids. I do no weekend activities, so
Well, I'm about to get rid of them all.
yeah.
I'm getting rid of dance. I'm getting rid of swimming.
Can I tell you, it is so liberating. As a family, when you think, I've got nowhere to be.
We have nothing to do.
Nothing
what
to
do you want to do? Let's do it.
Yeah, like Patty and I just go take the kids down to 1B&K's for a drive. We pick blackberries. Like, it's so nice to not have anything planned. And sometimes I'll actually just say no to birthday parties because I want to spend time with
Yeah.
the family.
And that's also quite an expense.
Yeah.
Buying the gifts and doing all of that stuff at the birthday parties.
And we went to one the other day and it ran for 2 hours. It's a quick turnaround, which is great, but it doesn't, I don't know. And I'm probably really mean and I just say that we're busy, but we are. We're just not.
You're busy. You're busy doing nothing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need that.
And I adore, that is my cup full when I'm with those four of us together.
Those fuckers.
Yeah. I mean, on Sunday, Pat was fishing. Hamish was nearly hooking everyone with every cast of the rod.
But he's getting
Maggie
to
was
be-
like Rex Hunt. Like, she was determined to catch a fish. And she's like, Mum, I'm going to get a fish. I'm going to get a fish. And then last time she caught a fish, she caught a brim and it's got a spike on it and it cut her.
Oh,
It was actually really funny. And then she
so funny.
She caught another brim this time and Pat pulled it out of the water. And as he pulled it, he held it in his hand. It squirted shit on her face. And she's like, there's poo on my face. I'm like, it's just water. Smile for the photo.
She's like,
And she's like this. Like, she's so cranky at me. But
I know
yeah.
that face.
Yeah. So
Yeah, anyway, it was interesting. So apparently we're not raising chaotic children. We're managing tiny, overstimulated nervous systems, which feels like a role I'm not trained for, certified in, or emotionally equipped to deal with, as I still try to handle my own overstimulated
Yeah.
nervous system.
yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
Right?
It's bizarre. We
And it feeds
expect
into the
so
side
much
hustle
from them,
thing.
but we
Like, that's why
cannot do it if we're not doing it ourselves.
No.
Yeah.
Lead by example. Anyway, Let's spiral into something less confronting.
Love it.
Let's get into the side quest.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
These ladies cannot stay on topic for 5 seconds. This is the side quest.
Okay, it's time for the side quest, the part of the podcast where one of us, usually me, brings a game, and by now the rose has hit, so chaos ensues. Chaos is inevitable.
Go. What's your game?
I'm going to go with the one that I've called Translate This Genius.
Oh, no. I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
I don't
So
qualify.
I'm going to give you Gen Alpha slang.
Oh,
And I'm going to give you 3 options. You've got to guess which one is correct.
okay.
So you've picked the correct meaning from multiple choices that are all slightly believable and mostly wrong.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Round 1. Riz.
Oh, charisma.
I'm not. You got to let me.
Sorry.
Let me get the fucking options.
I just felt really cool because I knew.
Yeah, main character energy over here. No. Fuck off.
That's the only one I'll know.
Riz. Is it A, a type of energy drink? B, flirting ability? Or C, a TikTok dance?
Flirting ability.
Correct. You knew what it was. Okay.
I won't get any more.
Mid. Is it A, slightly emotional? B, average or not good? Or C, a mood swing?
I'm going to go average, slightly average. Was that the
B.
B?
Correct.
Yeah.
Delulu. Is
Yeah.
it A, nickname for your best friend? B, delusional but optimistic? Or C, someone who lies a lot?
B.
Yeah, correct. Round 4. Next one. Next one.
Next question.
NPC.
Oh.
Is it A, someone who repeats the same stories? B, a background character with no personality? Or C, a new parenting technique?
New parenting technique.
Eh.
Oh, damn. Because I just thought of the abbreviation. It has to be some wanky person who's come out with some what is it?
It is B, a background character with no personality. It's actually a gaming terminology,
Oh.
like in a video game, NPC.
Okay.
Like, like if you're on Grand Theft Auto and there's all the hookers and everything. Like,
No.
or like just people randomly walking around the street on Grand Theft Auto and you can go and beat them up and get cash. Like they're NPCs. Like they're not a main part of the game. I still love slapping the hose in Grand Theft Auto. Okay, last one of this round. No cap. Is it A, no hat? B, no limit? Or C, not lying or for real?
I'm going to go with no limit. Just sounds like something that someone would say.
Eh.
Oh, no.
C, not lying or for real?
Oh.
No cap. No cap, no cap.
No diggity.
I'm serious.
I got to bag it up. Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Escalation rounds.
Yep.
I don't even know how to say this. Guy it. Is it A, a greeting like yo? Is it B, a reaction to someone attractive? Or is it C, a type of gaming character? Could be Gyat. Gyat? G-Y-A-T-T.
G-Y-A-T-T. A gaming character? C?
No, it is B, a reaction to someone attractive.
Oh.
Like if someone walks by, you go, Gyat.
Oh, got it. Like, got it.
Oh. How old are we?
No, that was you.
Go. I'm getting another one. I
Yeah,
don't.
she got it.
Calm down. Next question. I don't even know how to pronounce this one either.
Oh, God.
Fannum Tax. Is it A, new government tax? B, taking a bite of someone's food? Or C, paying for subscriptions?
Paying for subscriptions.
It's B, taking a bite of someone's food.
What's the word?
Fannum Tax. Fannum Tax.
Stupid.
I mean, it's all stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, we used to
No,
say
actually, guys. Pretty good.
we used to say like dank.
Yeah. We've spoken about dank before.
Next question. Next word. Bussin'. Is it A, extremely busy? B, really good? Or C, angry?
Be really good.
Like I'm bussin'.
Be really good.
Yeah, correct.
Like
and it's
bossing.
usually about food.
Oh. Weird.
All right, next one. It's giving. Is it A, you're being generous? B, it has the vibe of? Or C, you owe me?
It's got the vibe of.
Yeah. It's given
It's
hot
given-
mess energy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
given chaos energy.
Next one. Skibidi.
Oh, no.
Is it A, a type of dance? B, a nonsense chaos word? Or C, a nickname?
I've heard this. This is the thing. I've heard it. I think I'm going to go. What were the options?
Skibidi.
Skibidi.
There's a whole song about it that Noah used to like. Skibidi toilet. Skibidi, skibidi toilet. Skibidi toilet.
Oh, stupid.
Skibidi, yeah. Is it A, a type of dance? B, a nonsense chaos word? Or C, a nickname? Skibidi.
Either A or C. I'm going to go A.
It's B.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
A nonsense word?
Yeah.
Oh, you just made it up?
No, it's actually, it's
Just
a word. It just
nonsense.
means nothing.
Okay.
All right, final chaos round. I'm going to give you a phrase.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll give you the options. That's mid, no cap, bro. Is it A, that's average, I'm serious, mate? B, that's emotional, I'm joking, friend? Or C, that's exciting, no limit, brother?
C.
The correct answer is A.
Oh.
That's average, I'm serious, mate. I don't know what's worse, the fact that this is language or that our children are going to be fluent in it.
No, they're not allowed. I'll get the soap bar out. That was fun.
Okay, should we get into the weekly manifest?
Yeah.
Weekly manifest. Great. They're doing motivational speeches yet again.
It's time for our weekly manifest, where we confidently ask the universe for things we probably should have planned for. This week, we manifest the confidence to make big life decisions without immediately spiraling, calm energy without the underlying sense of impending doom hovering over us at all times, the ability to manage our own overstimulated nervous systems while raising children who are emotionally intelligent, mildly regulated, and not calling us bro in our own homes, and side hustles that actually make money, not just new personalities we adopt for 3 business days.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for surviving whatever this episode was with us. Make sure you're following the podcast so you don't miss next week because, let's be honest, the chaos will absolutely return. Send this to a friend who's also making life changes but coping by pretending everything is fine. And we'll see you next week with more opinions, less regulation, and 0 qualifications.
Thanks for listening to Grab Her by the Mic, and we will
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Chaos Correctional. We have a situation, a very serious situation. They were wrong. Again.
Welcome back to Chaos Correctional, the segment where we revisit the absolute nonsense we said with full confidence and then are forced against our will to become accurate. I hate it here. First offence of the week. Are night terrors common in 4-year-olds or is my child just possessed? Look, turns out deeply rude, but yes, night terrors are actually super common in kids aged like 3 to 7, which means not a demon, just a tiny sleep-deprived human running outdated software. They're basically stuck between sleep stages, screaming, thrashing, fully committed to the chaos, and then wake up like nothing happened. So the child is fine, the parent, emotionally damaged forever. Next, Philip was saying, I went a bit dyslexic. I saw hyperfix, but said SideQuest. That's not dyslexia. That's just her going a little chaotic in her mind. Actual dyslexia is a language processing disorder that affects reading, spelling, decoding words, not just freelancing synonyms mid-sentence like a chaotic thesaurus. What she experienced was verbal chaos, or more formally, her brain was just buffering. Moving on before she tries to medically diagnose herself again, I said ADHD kids are like 4 years behind in executive functioning. Annoyingly, yes-ish. Research suggests that kids with ADHD can be about 2 to 4 years behind their peers in executive functioning, which includes things like planning, impulse control, emotional regulation. So if your 10-year-old is acting like a chaotic 6-year-old, it's not a failure. That's neurologically on brand. Honestly, I feel seen and attacked at the same time. Finally, what even is NPC gaming terminology? Right, so NPC is non-player character, basically the background characters in games. The ones walking into walls, repeating one sentence and having 0 self-awareness. So not to be dramatic, but we all know a few NPCs in real life. And if you don't think you do, boy do I have news for you. Alright, that concludes this week's Chaos Correctional, where the facts are corrected but our dignity is not. If we get something wrong again, which feels likely, please don't let us know. We seem to enjoy this cycle of humiliation. See you next week.